Right, third, probably, oh no, not game review. Probably last game of the day here. Just because I need to go work out after this. I might have time for one more if this one's quick. Playing against a 1534. Interesting that he plays this move. Let's come here with my queen. I'm not ready yet to give up the opportunity of the getting the bishop here. Okay, now I will do so in order to protect this pawn. All right, let's castle. I should have played here. My last move, shouldn't I have? I still can though. Or actually, can I? He takes the pawn with his queen, then I take the pawn with check and pick up the rook. Or actually, no, if he takes the pawn with his queen, I pin his queen and win it. Okay, but this is what I expected him to do. But I like having my bishop here because it's no longer forkable with the queen and the forkable by the knight. Now what do I want to do though? Maybe I guess I'll just develop the bishop. Although here, if I play here, he can just attack me. Let's go here and then maybe try and get here. Something like that. And I also like rook e1 and then trying to shove this pawn forward. Well, I can still take this, and then it's check. And let's say he moves the king here. And I would really wish his pawn wasn't here, but I could also take, but then he might take with the pawn, and I don't really want to allow that. Let's just come here maybe and try and put some more pressure on the knight. I mean, he can't take because he'd be self-pinning his queen. Huh. I should be saying things like this more often. And his knight is under attack now. I don't see a better move than just taking this. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's come here, and I'm threatening mate. All right. He wants to do a rematch. That one was pretty fast. I'll do a rematch. And I've got black now. We're going to do a Caro-Kann. A knight f3 Caro-Kann. So here I develop the bishop. and then I come here. So now the bishop's outside the pawn chain, which is nice. And then I develop the knight here and prepare to play this. Last time I had this, I think I went here, but I could also take. I kind of like taking. Let's try, yeah, I think it's a good idea to try a new maneuver. Let's not do anything yet. Let's just get the knight out. If he takes, then I can just capture here. Oh, okay. Or he does this. That doesn't particularly bother me though. I can just come here. Now I'm attacking this pawn. What if I push and he takes? And I take, and he takes. And then I come here. And I think I'm winning his rook. Assuming all that actually happens. Let's try it. I think I can move the rook back over here and then try and play takes. And if he takes, I mean, he's probably just going to develop his knight if I do that, and then that won't work. So maybe I should just develop the bishop and castle. Wasn't expecting him to take that way. Let's think about where I want to go with my queen. So I'm going to come all the way back. Oh no, I can't do that because I dropped the B pawn. Let's come here. I think if he pushes the pawn, I can take again. He's trying to get his queen behind the rooks, I think. Oh, he's bringing the knight in. That's interesting. And not what I was expecting. So his knight is coming here, from which it will attack these squares. gonna swing my own knight around and I guess he wants to come here. If I played this. Yeah. Can't I just move back here though? And he wants to take that pawn. I've got issues now. Alright, let's push the pawn. Oh shit, I'm letting his queen in. He's not coming after this pawn. He was coming here, which I didn't see. And now it's just mate, isn't it? Well, we each won one. Good games. Oh, he didn't even play mate in one. Okay. Didn't he just had this, right? How am I still alive in this? Oh, there it is. I was like, what is going on? Alright, best of 3. This is definitely my last one though. He's thinking. He might have had to leave. Either he didn't realize that I accepted, or he is thinking about what opening to play, or more likely he just like sent the request and then was like, ah, never mind. Alright. So I went down 1 point because of those 2 games. That's pretty dumb. I won and lost versus the same opponent. I guess he was lower rated than me both games, so I guess that makes sense actually. Still kind of annoying. But let's, I only went down 1 point, so it's not that big a deal. Oh, and I'm number 2 in my division now. Ends in a day, so I'll have to play again tomorrow. Anyways, let's take a look at those 2 games against that guy. Let's look at the second game first, because I think it was more interesting. So taking is best. This is best. This was also best. This was best. So far I'm playing very well. And then that, yeah, that was my mistake. Here, I think if I was going to redo, I would just throw the knight forward as previously planned. And that one's good. I also think maybe this. No. Why not? Maybe this then, if it wants me to play that eventually. This is good. Still not best. What is best? Kicking the bishop out. Interesting. And what if he instead takes here? Then I guess you do this. And his bishop still has to move somewhere. In this case, I would castle long. Very interesting. So this was best. This was a mistake. It wants me to still play this, I guess. I'm kicking an enemy piece. No? Kicking it like that, okay. So that was a pretty bad move. I was supposed to bring my rook over, okay. This was excellent. That was best. This was best. So now I'm slightly ahead actually, which is interesting, but now I'm not. H6, I guess just to prevent the knight from ever coming forward, that makes sense. That was a mistake here. Yeah, I shouldn't have allowed his knight to get in. I should have just brought the other knight back and I guess try and bring him around. Interesting. And then after this, yeah, this is just... Is this not... Oh, I guess because I get that square back, so it's the same. It's made in the same number of moves. Alright, well, I think my main problem was when I played c4. But other than that, I think that was like my big positional mistake. That and not seeing that his queen was getting in was like the tactical mistake, but let's take a look at the second game now. So this was correct. Wanted me to take with the pawn. Really? But then doesn't he just play here? Okay, so I have bishop b5 check, but he just plays this. And then you play queen a4. And his knight is trapped. Damn. But I didn't see that. Wow, this is a great move. Interesting. Yeah, here I'm supposed to play this, and he can't do this. Yeah, should have seen that. Probably still this. And, oh yeah, I'm just winning a piece here. You can't take because it's in check. If he comes here, then I just go back or capture, and I'm up a piece. And if he takes here, then I'm winning a rook. And best for him is to actually give up the rook. That's interesting. Those were both good games. I wish I'd played a bit better in the second game, but kudos to my opponent.